Were the ancient people more vulgar than us? Look at these. You will see that women are not hiding their breast. They are blouseless saris and sculptures of women wearing nothing on their chest. So are they? Actually no. The reason that they are not hiding their breasts is because breasts were not sexualized back then. Yes, according to lots of archaeological studies, breasts were not being sexualized in the ancient time. Even if we see the Eastern mythology, you will see lots of women used to wear blouseless sari until a very recent time. They did not used to wear anything on their chest, and even if they did, that was to support their breast, not because they considered breast as something to be hidden. But at the present time, breasts have become one of the majorly sexualized organ. But we fail to realize some really big problems that come with such kind of sexualization. Now, there's nothing bad in fantasizing something. There are a lot of things that are non-sexual but are taken into a sexual context for a very long time. Like in the Qing dynasty, the Chinese tradition of foot binding was heavily fetishized. Tiny feet used to be considered more sexually appealing. And things like lip plating were used to be very popular. Even in the present time, there are lots of African and Amazonian tribes that practice lip plating. And if you're wondering what is lip plating, then it is a type of body modification like piercing and tattoo that looks something like this. Now you might think that these things are personal and harmless, like what harm could it be in doing something that is so private that no one might even know about that, right? Actually, the thing is that we have to understand that something has turned from a personal kink to a social construct. Now it has become a social protocol to sexualize breast. And if someone doesn't want to sexualize breast or wants to take breast in a non-sexual context, it is seen as a taboo. Yes, weirdly enough, from sexualizing breast being a taboo, now it has become not sexualizing breast a taboo. But there are lots of problems that come with such kind of social structure. Like we have forgotten the main and biological role of breast, that is breastfeeding. Due to social protocol, lots of mothers feel really uncomfortable in breastfeeding their offspring in public. Like this one woman was once being shouted on because her breast popped out while breastfeeding in an airline. Now these kinds of incidents make mothers fearful to breastfeed in public. It has been postulated that as many as 69% of women worry that people would judge them for breastfeeding in public. 80% are too embarrassed to breastfeed in public, and 77% are embarrassed from a friend or family member breastfeeding in front of them. And as breasts have become one of the most sexualized organs, it has made diseases like breast infection and breast cancer harder to be diagnosed. And sometimes, even after the diagnosis, it is hard for women to get them treated because it is a sexual organ and they feel shame in accepting and telling others about the problem that they are facing. And it is not just that breasts have become sexualized. There are different types and sizes of them with varying sexual appeal attached to them. This results in lots of people feeling insecure about their bodies and wanting it to be changed. Now, there's nothing bad in wanting to look like a certain way and trying to change your body or change yourself. But there's a fine line that separates wanting to from having to. It is same as if I want to wear makeup because I want to look like a certain way, then it's fine, it's good actually. But if I want to wear makeup because I know that I would socially be accepted only if I look that certain way, then it's problematic. And this is happening with breasts too. There has been a social structure imposed by society which is so engraved in us, that constantly tells us that you have to look that certain way to feel attractive, which is really problematic. But there's a bigger picture to all this that I want to portray with this video, and that is that something so small that it might be confined to your bedroom could have a bigger social impact. As I said, there is nothing bad in liking something, but we have to realize that something might be slowly but gradually becoming a social structure. There are already so many problematic social structures which we are failing to remove from the society. We certainly don't want any more of those. So we don't really have to stop liking something. We just have to be cautious and stop it from turning into a social standard. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.